To come into her plow pose, I'm going to have Stephanie press her palms down. Then she's going to go draw her knees into the chest and then lifting up and over. All right, from here, she'll bend the elbows. We're going to make sure that go ahead, take your hands to the back. And we want to make sure that the neck is long. So there ought to be a little bit of space for a finger to glide underneath the back of the neck and the floor, which translates into chin toward the forehead. The forehead reaches back. All right, from here, she'll go ahead and lift her legs up. All right, now there are different schools of thought, whether the shoulder blades ought to stay protracted or draw toward each other. I encourage you to just let your students decide for themselves what's right. Give them the information. I'm going to suggest, Stephanie, go ahead, wiggle your shoulder blades in a little closer so that's the elbows wiggling underneath you more. She seems to be quite comfortable with it, and she's a seasoned practitioner. All right, from here, we have the shoulders, hips, and ankles all stacked. And then, from time to time, she can reinvigorate that lift of her upper back toward her hips by walking the hands down more. One assist Stephanie just showed me is taking the feet outside the elbows and hugging them in. And obviously this is for students that are communicative and this feels right. Good. And then I can grab hold of her ankles and lift up a little bit more. Squeeze them in. Good. Yes. And then I'll let her to her own devices once again. And then to come out, she'll go ahead and take the legs overhead into plow pose. And then often the next step is bending the knees around the ears. Okay, and then she can reach for her feet and hug them in. Not everybody's body makes this shape. The idea is to close off the ears and practice a little sensory deprivation. Focus on the breath. And then she'll go ahead and release there. Lowering down. Perhaps you invite your students to go one vertebra at a time, as my teachers did. And then for fish, she presses the forearms down, lifts the head and chest up. Good, and then the top of her head's on the mat. There's that popping of the chest here. Good, countering all that rounding. And then she can tuck the chin back into her chest. Shavasana.